the Lakers could potentially be making a mistake trading guard D'Angelo Russell, as it has recently been rumored that the Lakers are looking for a third team in order to conduct a trade between the Atlanta Hawks for guard DeJounte Murray. But before we get into that, most people watching that video right now aren't subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's talk trade rumors. Guard D'Angelo Russell has been in the middle of trade talks throughout the entire season, to be honest. But as of late, these rumors are starting to heat up as the Lakers are looking for a third team in order to conduct a trade with the Atlanta Hawks for guard DeJounte Murray. Now, this is a bit puzzling if you ask me, and could potentially be a mistake for the Los Angeles Lakers. For one, D'Angelo Russell over the last few games has made a real case as to why the Lakers should not trade him. Over the last few games, he's averaged 27.6 assists on 50% shooting from the field and above 40% shooting from the three. My issue with this trade is that the Lakers are looking for a guard to do pretty much the same thing D'Angelo Russell is doing for them right now. I think some of the questions should not have been about D'Angelo Russell, but the questions should have been more about Coach Darvin Ham and what his rotations and basketball philosophies, how that has affected this team, specifically D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reaves. D'Angelo Russell is a player who can create on the ball and off the ball. But in this offense, at times, Darvin Ham has tried to turn D'Angelo Russell into a spot-up jump shooter. But as of late, the leash has been off and has allowed D'Angelo Russell to play his game, be a playmaker, play within the pick and roll, and it has shown that he can be that third scoring option for this team along with Austin Reaves. I think one thing that gets glossed over a lot is for a majority throughout this year, Darvin Ham was putting out lineups with players who are not good shooters and not good offensive players. He put an obvious premium in defense, which is understandable because perimeter defense is important in today's NBA. However, if there is no offense being generated on the other end of the basketball court, then these players playing some sort of level of high-level defense, they're not holding the best players in the world on the opposing teams to 0 points. So we still need offense in order to win these basketball games. And as of late, you have seen that Darvin Ham has decided to finally go to his more offensive players who can score the basketball from multiple levels on the basketball court, and the Lakers are finally finding some sort of success. I think trading D'Angelo Russell for DeJounte Murray is giving us a lot of the same things in terms of the offensive capabilities and what he's going to be in terms of a playmaker. Now, some may argue DeJounte Murray is a better defender, but DeJounte Murray is not going to be asked to be a high-level defender on this Lakers team. He is going to be asked to be a part of the offensive load in terms of his scoring. And I truly feel like if you bring in DeJounte Murray and you want him to score minimum 16 points on 5 assists a game with over 40% shooting, it seems like you have that already in D'Angelo Russell. So I don't know if trading for DeJounte Murray makes this team better. Now, if you're looking to move Rui Hachimura, I can understand that because I do think this team may need another big to play in the pick and roll. But the offense should be driven around D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Austin Reaves. And I feel like throughout this season, the Lakers or Darvin Ham got away from that at times. I also think there was a clear disconnect with D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reaves with Darvin Ham just due to the fact that both of those players were easily benched throughout the early part of this season if they weren't knocking down shots. They weren't allowed to go through some of the growing pains of starting a new season, and that definitely caught up to them. I think that was a definite confidence derailer at one point because both those players did not know what Darvin Ham wanted from them, because if they weren't making shots, they were going to the bench for Taurean Prince and Cam Reddish. And as much as I've praised Cam Reddish for his defense this year, his offense has not been reliable enough for him to play the significant amount of minutes that is needed to win games. However, guys like D'Angelo Russell, when allowed to be themselves, Austin Reaves, when allowed to be themselves offensively, have flourished at times this year. So when I look at the totality of this Lakers team, I don't know if getting DeJounte Murray or Zach LaVine or whatever scoring guard the Lakers are looking to get going to be a clear, significant increase from what is already had. And this trade could be a mistake because there might be other problems that I think need to be more addressed. I feel like another big is something, especially a stretch big, somebody who can shoot threes, would be a better fit for what the Lakers need, just due to the fact that LeBron James, D'Angelo Russell, and Austin Reaves can all play in the pick and roll. So not only having Anthony Davis, but another big who can play in the pick and roll, I think would be a better piece. And if he can knock down some jumpers from the perimeter, would be a better fit for this Lakers roster. D'Angelo Russell has put together a lot of good basketball games this season. And the common denominator in those basketball games that he's excelled in are in the games when he's allowed to be free with the basketball. And what I mean by free is not just put in a situation where he's a spot-up shooter. Call plays that allow him to get to a spot, get into a pick and roll. D'Angelo Russell was an all-star for a reason. We have seen the type of crafty playmaker and crafty scorer D'Angelo Russell can be from the lead guard position. And I think the Lakers being quick to ship him away and not objectively looking at how he was coached and how he was utilized this season and not pointing some of the finger at the head coach and the head person involved, I think is a bit disingenuous. And I feel like DeJounte Murray, as great of a player as he is probably a bit of an upgrade. It may not be the upgrade that Lakers fans would be looking for or thought it would be, because there will be a lot of the same things that you already have potentially with D'Angelo Russell. I think D'Angelo Russell's already built a chemistry here. He was a part of that team that went to a Western Conference Finals, and moving off of him because of a bad stretch in this year when there have been other legitimate flaws with this Lakers team that have been bigger than just D'Angelo Russell, I think the Lakers truly could be making a mistake, and we could be looking back at this trade as we never had to really move off D'Angelo Russell. Now, obviously, on the other side of that, bringing in a DeJounte Murray or a Zach LaVine, if they come in and ball at a higher level, then obviously it was the right move by Rob Pelinka. With that being said, I'm JayRob with Lakers Digest. Before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Again, most of you watching the video right now aren't subscribed, so hit that subscribe button. Peace.